In the last couple of years, some of the things that I've noticed with new construction builds are that we are seeing a rise in clients being much more involved in the fixtures that they want in their houses. So the sinks, the faucets, the toilets, the shower valves, the finishes, the colors, how they, what everything looks like, how that functions. So when we go into a house, whether it be for HVAC or for plumbing, one of the main things that we get is clients asking what they can use. Can they use this thing they saw on Instagram? Can they use this thing they saw on Pinterest? And my best advice is this. We need to identify the look that you want, because it may not necessarily be wise to use a brand that we can't service easily. So get a look, get a color, and then meet with your plumber. And then stick to the name brands that you recognize. Because likely if you recognize the name, we can get parts for it. So Moen, Kohler, American Standard. Let's see here. Hans Grohe it's in there. You could do Kingston Brass. Stay away from stuff that sounds foreign. Stay away from, Home Depot brands like Glacier Bay. Stay away from economy-based things. When we're talking about fixtures, they're in the wall, they're permanent. You want them to be very reliable. So spend a little bit extra to get the best fixture that you can afford. Stuff like toilets and so stuff like faucets like this. This can be less quality because we can just replace it. A toilet, I would spend the money on because it's porcelain and it's going to be worth. A good toilet will last you 30, 40 years if you take care of it and you rebuild it. But with stuff that we can't just necessarily change out, like your shower valves, like the piping systems in your walls, stuff that is really integral to a home, we want to spend as much money as possible just because it's very, very difficult to change it out. So that's my tip. Stick to the brands that you recognize. Make sure your plumber knows about them. Even some of these brands like Kohler, Moen, they make really, really high-end stuff that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It's almost sometimes you're just paying for a look. But the black trims and that kind of stuff, you're gonna pay a lot extra for this, but you do actually get a better product. The solid brass, it's gonna be a great product versus something that's like plastic and chrome. So if you have any questions, always reach out. I pride myself in being really, really well read on fixtures because I just get so many questions about them. So if you have any questions about what you can do with your existing fixtures in your house, if you want to change the way they look or modify them, reach out. I'm happy to help.